Welcome to another episode of MA Mutual Agreements. This is Ricky Rich in the building. We got my boy Mattel and my other boy Tedo. Whoa. Okay. I'm gonna explain a little bit about Tedo right here. Tedo right now has the McGriddy Club Buzz merchandise. We have new hoodie, beautiful hoodie right here. I'll toss you for that one.
Thank you.
That's some really good shit going on right there. And today, we're going to be talking about the nightlife, right?
Yeah.
The nightlife and the hairstyling involved into it. So, first of all, let's just give a huge introduction to my crowd. And we're going to start with Mattel. Mattel, can you please give your introduction to these people?
Yes. My name is Matteo Cagliano, a.k.a. McGriddy's Club Buzz. You can find me on Instagram. Also, McGriddy's Club Buzz on the podcast, Nightlife Podcast. I also work over at Dare Day and Nightclub. I work at Live. I work at Gecko. I work at Komodo. Find me. Hit me up for tables. Hit me up for guest lists. Hit me up for anything, guys. I'm always here to help you out, give you the best discounts I can, help you guys get the best VIP experience possible, man. And honestly, I'm here just doing my thing. I'm trying to evolve in the nightlife industry. I'm trying to talk about what we have to offer, some events coming up, some of the things that we do, and some of the things me and Ricky have starting up for you guys. So
Yes, sir.
Talk to us, Ricky. Tell us some of the things we got going on.
For those who don't know me, I'm Ricky Rich Braids. I am a master in braids. I also cut. I'm all over the hair industry. It's my passion. That's what I do for a living. And I'm down to work with any single one of y'all. I would love to braid more people in my life. We're going to go a little bit farther and beyond. Mattel been my client for 3 years.
3 years?
3 years already. And I couldn't find the right opportunity to get you in the Blueprint recording. Shout out my boy Lucian for the Blueprint recording today.
Shout out.
Let's go to what got us into this promoting thing. Because I remember a couple of years ago, probably a year ago. It was probably a year ago where you sat down in my chair and we started this conversation. At the moment, I had the Risk It All Barber Battle. I have my own event, which I do barber battles full of influencers, full of art, full of many other things that it involves the art industry.
Artists, content creators, celebrities, you name it, models. He's got it all going out there. You got to check him out. So
yes, sir. It's some pretty good show. It's an amazing show. You should all pop out once, see what's going on, enjoy the night, enjoy the day. You never know what's going to happen. But it was that special moment when you sat down in my chair. I was cutting you. And
you were cutting me?
Yeah, I was giving you.
You were cutting my hair up, yeah.
I literally cut him.
He cut my ass. Sometimes you're a little sloppy with it. Don't tell him I said that. But.
Well, Nick there and then, don't hurt nobody. But he came up to me with this idea, and he said, "Listen, I'm going to start promoting for a club." I was like, "Oh shit! Wait, what? That's crazy. That's what's up. I'm a partier myself. I like to be in that environment. So for you to tell me about your job, your new career, and what you want to pursue really caught my attention. I'm like, wow, that's something dope. I don't know how many people wouldn't agree on being a promoter and bringing people to parties.
Let's specify a little bit. It's not just people. You know, when it really comes down to the clubs and nightlife industry, you want to come to quality over quantity over any day. You know what I mean? Honestly, when it comes to girls, guys, anyone, I want to make sure everyone has the best VIP experience possible. I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to do whatever I can. And Ricky's been out here, plenty of tables, plenty of events. He's also braided at a couple of my events. He's done what he had to do. We'll show you some clips of that, but like we kind of move forward from there. And obviously there's a lot to look forward to in the nightlife industry. And not only that, but fashion, some of the things, the way people do things in the nightlife industry. It's all just kind of a vibe, and the way they like pursue things and do things is definitely a trickle-down effect. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir, for that. Yeah. I got to really shake your hand today. Because
appreciate you.
since we had that conversation, I see it all happen.
Unfold.
Talking about manifesting.
Yes.
We're talking about manifesting. Talking about that, it was inspiring. It was, how would you say it? I want to look for the right word. I don't know. It just shocked me. The fact that you talked to me about it a whole year ago, and here you are today, being one of the biggest promoters that I know personally for a couple clubs. It's say Live, Gecko, Their Day Club. One of the biggest, or three of the biggest clubs that are right now banging Fort Lauderdale, Miami.
Yeah, they're heat. And if you haven't checked them out, guys, definitely check them out. Hit me up, McGriddy's Club Buzz. I'll take care of you guys anytime. So.
Yes, sir. Y'all can't miss that one. If y'all coming down to Fort Lauderdale, Miami, y'all gotta hit those clubs. That's a for sure. There's nothing else, nowhere else you want to go if it's not Live, Dare, or Gecko. Those where the party is at. Now, let's go a little bit more in deep with this.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your journey.
Okay.
Talk to me about how Mattel became one of the biggest promoters out there.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm one of the biggest promoters out there, but I will say that I've definitely worked hard to get to where I'm at, guys. Kind of just giving you a little rundown of what I do, what I'm expecting, some of the things in the future with my events, and what me and Ricky are actually kind of coming up with. To give you an example, I got out of a 5.5-year relationship. Found out I was getting cheated on. Things were kind of hard for me at the time. And me and my boys got together and we were like, hey, listen, look what we can do. We can bring each other together and we can support. I was like, yeah, like that's going to be a great time. It's going to be a good vibe. And like, I'm ready for that because I was in a relationship for 5.5 years, Got my master's degree, got my bachelor's degree. I was out in the West Coast. I met Ricky over in Fort Myers. We were chilling over at Keys Bar. We were chilling over at Larry's. We were doing it was a college environment. So I wouldn't say it's sophisticated, but it was younger. It was a big crowd, but it was not what we wanted it to be. And I feel like we could always expand. You know what I mean? So looking into that, I was like, hey, me and my friends came together. We put our heads together. We met some people and networked. I don't want to say too many names. I don't want to say too many things. But one thing led to another. And my friend kind of got with me. And he's like, hey, listen, we need to put our heads together and really establish something. I'm like, all right, what you got planned? He's like, I don't know what's going to be cooking. But he's like, we just need to put something together and do it. I said, all right, we're going to be like Nike. Just do it. One thing
like Nike.
And that's how it all started. We were just throwing big mansion parties, just going to the clubs, promoting, talking to beautiful women. And then one thing led to another. An incident happened with my friend. I don't want to say too many things, but then we became best friends with one of these guys over an instance that happened. He's like, hey, you guys want to come through on my boat? We're like, your boat? He's like, yeah. It's like, all right, bet.
So what party was it? Like what number of party was this? You were already in the environment.
I like how you actually promoting. Yes, I like how you actually asked this because not a lot of people know. So I guess I was that quote unquote stereotypical jock, I was like the kid in high school playing football, doing what I could, but I'd be cool with the cheerleaders, I'd be cool with some of the people, and I'd have them come through and we'd be throwing house parties around locally, Martin County, some of the places on the East Coast, Jupiter, Boca. It just depends on where you wanted to go, West Palm, and then I expanded from there. I was like, hey, I want to go to college, man. I was like, I want to see kind of how everything goes because throwing these little low-key parties, it's cool with your friends, but I can see something more, But that 5.5-year relationship, it kind of stepped me back and it took me into an education route because I learned how to build a business. I got my master's in entrepreneurship. I was, got my BA in psychology. Coming from there, clinical mental health counselor in training. I saw 30 clients. I learned how to talk to people. I learned how to connect. I learned how to network. I learned how to evolve, Coming from there, we started with yacht parties. So now the yacht parties were going crazy, all the girls were attracted, all the people wanted to come through and they were like, yo, listen, I would love to come chill with you guys.
I mean, shit, who would not like to go to a yacht party?
Yeah.
Hey, sign me up right quick.
But this ain't any yacht party, you're talking a 72-foot Italian beautiful yacht. You know what I mean? People just come and this is things that they would only dream of, and this college dream turned into an every weekend thing. So we go from the yacht to the section of Blue Martini over in Naples, if you know about that. But we'd be getting the biggest section out there. We'd be doing our thing. And it just kept going every weekend with our group. But everyone kept saying oh, Mateo, you take too many pictures. You do all this. You do this shit. I'm like, guys, there's nothing wrong with what I want to do because I want to remember what I'm doing, But on top of that, I'm not trying to say I want people to see it, but I wanted to see the girls that we were around because there was a reason for it. I wanted to capitalize on the opportunity. How am I going to be able to get girls? Girls want to see you with girls.
Yes,
Attraction
sir.
real. Obviously, beautiful girls attract beautiful girls. I'm not just going to sit here and play like anything else but respect. And honestly, I think that's what's going to get you the farthest in the nightlife industry or anywhere else in life with girls.
Yeah, worldwide. Everything you do in life, it's all about respect.
Girls, people, friends, family. If you respect them, they respect you. I'm not going to say everyone's going to treat you the same way, but if you carry yourself a certain way, I think it shows at the end of the day. So,
dude, you said something beautiful in that conversation. Well, in that sentence right there, you talked about the dreams.
dreams. Hopefully turn them to reality.
I'm a firm believer that dreams come into reality. So now you're giving these people a mental picture, something to dream of. When you put them in the yacht party, you bring into this new environment. They don't know. Even girls. Now we're all pursuing something upscale. We're seeing something bigger than we're capable of achieving at the moment.
Something bigger than ourselves. You just want to be a part of, you know?
And that's amazing to me. That's amazing because I like I said, I'm a true believer that everything comes from the dreams. Everything comes from the dreams. Dreams do come reality.
Yes.
Dreams
Hopefully.
do become reality.
If you put in the work, hopefully the time and effort gets put into it and it shows, you know?
From the dreams, you got to put the work in.
Yes.
It's not gonna come free. It's a sacrifice. It takes a big sacrifice to achieve what you have in dreams, what you have in mind. It's a long, long journey.
Ain't it crazy? We've been talking about dreams since the first day we met each other.
Yes. That's one of the things I vibe the most with you, you know?
Yeah.
That's one of the things that really put our relationship where it's at today. Because you were always a believer. You always sat down in my chair and talked about different plans, different businesses that were all a dream at the moment, but nowadays we're achieving it.
Yeah.
You know? Same that I spoke to you about my event. Risk it all barber battle. For me, one of the biggest events that I've done in my life.
Damn right, and he made it happen.
I made it happen.
No matter what trial and tribulation you went through, you still pursued it and did it, and I respect you for that.
It was a great sacrifice. And I'm gonna tell you more. At the moment, I was lost. I finished the show. I blacked out. I was like, man, this is not what I expected.
Yeah.
This did not go the way that I planned out. But a couple months into that, I realized that I achieved my dream. I did my show. People showed up, had at least 400 to 500 people in my show. Everybody had a great time. Everybody enjoyed it. I had all my vendors, art, tattoo guys. I had plenty of stuff in it for people to enjoy.
Yeah.
So at the end, it was a great job. It was successful. And I'm proud of myself today.
You should be.
To talk about it. I'm super proud. I'm proud of yourself as well. That you've been one of the few people that actually sat in my chair, talked about a business, talked about an idea, and actually achieved it.
Thank you.
Worked towards it. And that's admiring to see. Farther with it, what you find most exciting about your job?
I like that. I like that question. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Something that became so fun at one point in my life has become a job and a routine, and it's not easy. You know what I mean? Some people ask, "Hey, Mateo, how do you do it on a weekly basis?" So I'm gonna give you my schedule. Friday nights I work nightclub. Saturday day club I work at Dare. Saturday night club I work wherever I'm needed, and Sunday I also work at the day club as well. By the end of the weekend, you know, I'm working 4 or 5, 6, 7 events. It depends on what I gotta do. If they have a holiday in between, if they have a holiday on Monday, you know, they're going to extend the events and whatever they want to do. And they're going to make me work. And I'm going to tell you right now, I work hard for what I do. And I really think I get excited when I achieve new goals. I do things that I put my mind to. And I'm not just excited to go party. I'm excited to meet new people. I'm excited to strives. And I try to go forward and move through and benefit because I learn from the industry each and every day. And honestly, like, it moves me in like other ways that other people wouldn't understand, because it's like I want to be better and I want to better myself. I don't want to settle for okay. I want to do great. I'm not here just to go get with some girl and know that I did a great job. I want to make money. I want to make a career, and I want to network. And that's the difference between me and the other promoters around me at times. I'm not going to say everyone, but people know who they are. When they're just going to the club to go drink, and they're just going to the club just to not make a business out of what their job is, you know what I mean? Like, they're not a true entrepreneur, and they're only there for certain reasons, and my reasons are different from theirs. I'm not going to judge them. I'm not going to say I haven't done that before, but I've been through the club so much that I'm learning that I want to be somewhere where they're not, and that's what I'm looking forward to, and that's what strives me, motivates me, and makes me want to do better every day.
Dude, I got to say something about that. A lot of you guys, a lot of people think that we're in events having fun. And
the picture, like, that's everything. Oh my God, you have 30 people? You have all the girls? No, it's so much more than that.
That is not quite it. It's a lot of sacrifice, a lot of work behind it. We are not having fun. We do get our little time of fun. We get to talk to people, meet people, and enjoy ourselves a little bit. When it comes to the event, we're working.
Yeah.
We're working. We have the whole pressure of the world to do our job. We have goals to meet. We don't have time to get lost into that party time, into that happy time, into that smoking time. We gotta be 100% on our stuff.
We do, but then, like, I feel like a lot of people don't talk about self-care. And, like, that's a whole other conversation. But going from there, from Risk It All to me throwing my events over at Dare. I'm not throwing my personal events, but I'm a co-host and I help, and I'm one of the lead promoters on Sundays, and I've obviously done a lot to get to where I'm at in my events. I hire DJs. I do what I can. August 11th, come out. There's a bikini contest, exotic women, a lot of models. We're going to have Ricky Braden over in the corner. Not only in the corner, he's going to be in the bungalow. Prime time. He's going to have drinks. We're going to be all around him. All the girls, models. Shout out Ricky Braids. Risk It All. You already know.
We're going to go into that in a little bit because I want to talk about my experience braiding at their day club.
But shout out August 11th, Dare Day Club. You will see me and Ricky Braids there. I promise you. Hit me up for my guest list. Hit me up for VIP tables. I'll promise to take care of you.
Going into that, what does it take to plan an event like this? What does it take from you as a promoter to make this a success for your career?
You want to know what I know is success and how you know it's successful? Here's the thing. This is my third event coming up on August 11th at Dare Day Club. What I've learned from my past two events, one thing is that you can't carry the team on your back. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you're bringing 300, 400, 500 people at a time. That one event might go great for you. What are you going to do the time after that when you don't have the team and the people behind you that you need to work with? You need to establish yourself, and you need to build that trust with. And I feel like without trust, there's nothing. Not only with the clubs, but the people you work around, the front door, the bartenders, the people at the front door. Everywhere that it goes, that person, that promoter, it's like a trickle-down effect for them, because anything they do, it's not just like they're promoting the club, because not only are they advertising, not only are they marketing, not only are they the bottle girl, not only are they the bartender, not only are they just getting you in for free cover, not only are they hosting you the whole time, not only are they making sure that everything's okay, and most of the time, 9 times out of 10, you don't even receive a tip. And I'm just like everyone else, doing the work, putting in my stuff. I'm not saying I require one thing from you, but I'm going to let you know something. If someone walks up to me with a $10 bill and says, "Thank you for your day," I'm going to tell you that makes everything worth what I did, because they show respect.
Appreciation.
And that's all it is. I'm not saying you got to whip out a $100 bill and say, "Here you go." But listen, if you show me like the time of day.
It's respect at the end of the day. Going back to that word. It's respect.
Respect. And
you
that's
feel
what
the
I respect
respect of you making your job and them appreciating it.
And that's what it is. It don't even matter about the tips. Just even a thank you at the end of the day. That could be my tip, to be honest with you. But most people don't even get the courtesy to say that to me. So it's like, it's crazy. And I bet you a lot of promoters feel the same way, especially when they're in Miami, especially when they're Fort Lauderdale. When they're bringing you guys to these sections, do you think they're free? Like, I don't walk in your office and say, "Hey, listen, like, can I get some papers for free? Oh, hey, can you write this contract up for free?" Maybe if they're like your brother, your mother, your father, they'll help you out or do something for you. But they're not just going to walk you in your office and say that we're going to do your job for you. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, like, I'm doing my job and I'm doing what I'm supposed to, and people need to come back and say, hey, listen, I respect that, I acknowledge it, and we're going to move forward from there. I'm not saying I need something particular, but take care of the people who are taking care of you. Just know that you're there for a reason, and you wouldn't be there if it probably wasn't for that person taking care of you.
Same with barbers.
Yes.
You better take care of every single one of them, because that's the one who's making you confident. That's the one who's making you go out there and eat the world. That's the one who's making you get some girls. That's the one who's making you happy the next day you wake up.
Because you look in the mirror, you feel good, you feel confident. At the end of the day, I'm going to bring this back to nightlife. A lot of people, a lot of things, I'm going to even bring it back to myself. I was sitting in his chair just trying to look good going out for the end of the night because it's my image. It's a thing that surrounds you. What are girls going to be attracted to? What are people going to be attracted to? Someone who looks right, someone who looks presentable, someone who's like not hair all over the place, eyebrows all over. They don't know what they're doing with themselves, baggy ass clothes, the image of people being ratchet, you know? And when I work at these high-end clubs, when you're at Live, when you're at Gecko, when you're at Dare, I mean, I'm in a suit and tie. I mean, I'm doing my thing. I'm working at 20, 30, 50 girls at a time. I mean, I'm averaging 23 girls an event, quote unquote. I mean, don't quote me on that number.
I seen more. I'm going to tell you the truth. I've been out there with more.
And how do my events look when you're with me? Just for the curiosity, because you're braiding, we're doing our thing, and we have a lot of girls. Like, I think there was like 5 girls wanting to get braided up by you in my section, correct?
5? I had 10.
10? He's going to double up the numbers real quick. But that's not an exaggeration.
I'm not exact. I got videos.
I got
videos.
People. And they're beautiful
10
too.
females around me watching my braids, talking to me, asking me questions, and making a line on who is going to get braid first.
And I think that's something that can differentiate some of the things that we do, because the people we know, not only can he braid, not only can I bring sections coming through, but it's like when you put 2 and 2 together, you never know what you can do.
Dude, it's so funny that we talked about that, because I feel like that's an aspect, or an aspect that we don't really see.
Yeah.
They didn't really view barbers or stylists in the club life.
They never look at it like that because they think fashion's just already incorporated. That's all I'm saying, right? Let's take it back to what we said before. That picture that everyone's taken, when you see the 20 people looking good in that picture, what do you think they did to look good? What do you think they did to get there? What do you think? Who helped them out to make them look good in that fucking picture? Who helped them look good and make good in that picture? It's someone like
stylists,
him.
yeah. Barbers. And going back to what you say, our responsibility as a barber, as a stylist, when you come to my chair, it's making sure that you have that right cut, that you have that right setting for the rest of your day, week, and month.
I'm going to be real with you right now. I have moved from Fort Myers out to Fort Lauderdale, and I have not been able to get with a right barber. Every time I go to someone, it's just a cringy feeling. I tell them what I have to do. It's like pulling teeth, to be honest with you. Then I get out of the chair and I have to critique everything he's doing. Then I don't even want to tell him. Then I just give him a tip and I walk out and I'm just like, I need to go with someone else.
It's an uncomfortable spot for sure.
Very uncomfortable. Then we have someone you're comfortable with, someone you can go out with, someone you could trust, someone you're like, listen, I got a date the next day. I need to make sure that I'm looking good. At the end of the day, you feel confident, you feel good, not only in the nightlife industry, but you're going to do what you have to. And you can go to this man and say, listen, this is what I need for you to do. And he's going to make it happen. Braids, cuts, this, that, beards. You go to him for anything, he'll make it happen. I promise you.
And not only me, that should be any single one of y'all barbers and stylists. You should all be caring about what your client is going to be looking after he steps out your chair. What is he going to be doing with that cut after he steps out your chair? Because it's very important. We don't think about it, but that is going to be his image for a really long time. A week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe a month, when you decide to come back and get a different cut, get a new cut, get fresh. But going back to that nightlife setting, how do you decide on entertainment and the special guests that you bring into the event?
Easy. How do clubs make money? They want to produce. How do you want to get in there? Show that you can put money in there. Show that you can sell bottles. Show that you can sell tables. And show that you can bring beautiful women around you. It's not just about a crowd. It's about the right crowds. It's not just about what you do. It's about how you can do it. It's not about the people you're around. It's about how you do the things you do when you're around those people. And like, I don't think people understand at the end of the day, like what they do or how they do it. And sometimes that hurts them because your image is everything. And how you're carrying yourself, it says a lot more about you than the words you're just speaking.
Yeah, I've been through a lot of cases that people, it might not be that they don't care about it. They just don't know about it. And
They
they
might not
come,
be aware.
they come to my chair on some like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to get or they just
Indecisive.
don't have no idea. And for me, it's not, it's sad in a way. I don't want to put it like it's all sad, but it's like, oh man, like this man is kind of lost on who he wants to be and what he wants to achieve. Because somebody that does not care about his image, somebody that does not care about his image and don't have a plan on his image and what he wants to perform out there, it's a little bit lost.
Yeah.
It's a little bit lost. You have maybe a 9-to-5 job. I'm not critiquing any kind of job, because every single kind of job is a great one.
Yeah.
But if you want to achieve something higher in your career, for those who want to achieve a better place in their career, y'all got to step it up from the get-go. You got to step it up from your image, from how you represent yourself, how you talk to people, how you manage yourself in front of people. That's all you got to do to be able to build a greater being. All you guys that don't know what you want, you got to figure it out.
Yeah, haircuts, bottles, girls, you gotta figure it out somehow, some way.
It goes along with life. If you don't know what you want to do with life, you got to figure it out. You feel me?
Yeah.
Hey, I don't blame nobody. I was once there. I didn't know what the fuck to do with my life. You feel me?
I'd be lying if I said I knew what I wanted to do now. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I work towards it every day, and whatever that goal is, I want to better myself, be better than I was yesterday. And if I could do that, I'm doing it better in some way.
Stepping a little farther into that fashion life, into that geek. So, talk to me about the trends in the nightlife.
The trends. Psh. Well, where do we even start with the trends? Because there's so many things, there's so many people, there's so many different groups. I'm going to tell you right now, I've seen a lot of different people out here doing what they got to do. And I see a lot of house music people. I see a lot of EDM right now, and I see a lot of hip hop. Those are and reggaeton as well. When it comes to reggaeton, I work over at Gecko, Bad Bunny's restaurant and lounge. It's a beautiful vibe. It's a great time. Everyone's going crazy. And it's a different atmosphere. It's like a different upbeat crowd. And you're not really used to that, So when you have an environment and good music, it brings everything all into one. But I noticed that people are trying to match the vibes of other clubs or trying to do things that they necessarily don't even know what they want to do. And it's only going to expand them so far and do so much for them. But the trends that I see personally, it's just going out, having fun, doing what you want to do. And there's always something new. There's always something that's going to be enticing you or that you want to do different. And the trends are always going to continuously change because it's that trend is never going to be the same. And how you keep up with that is up to you. And trendsetters, it can happen in any way. It's just about having that following and what you want to do with it, But obviously, house music for sure, hip hop, reggaeton. I mean, I really don't know what else to say, but that's really the things that I see within the nightlife industry. Those are kind of some of the crowds that I kind of bring around, and those are some of the things I'd be promoting nowadays. So,
talk to me about how it has evolved. Because I remember a couple years ago, there was not as a big scenario in the nightlife. It
depends on what you mean on the nightlife. If you're looking at, 10 years ago, how was the house music crowd? I'd tell you a whole different thing. But if you're saying, hey, how was the nightlife industry 10 years ago? I wouldn't say it's the same. I'd say it's more modern, it's more evolved. But they're just trying to keep up with the times. They're just trying to figure out what to do. But everyone's always wanted to go out since the start of time. I mean, everyone's wanted to go have fun. Everyone's wanted to numb their minds. Everyone's wanted to get their minds off of what they're going through. And expanding from there, you never know what you want to do.
What are some tips you have for the crowd out there for the nightlife? What are some tips in fashion?
Fashion and in nightlife. For one, you always want to be looking good going out. That's how it attracts you. 2, real recognizes real. If you're looking good, someone who's looking good is going to hopefully approach you. 3, get good with your security. I don't care if you're in GA, VIP, I don't know if you're the owner or what, but just make sure that you're going through just knowing your people. Sometimes the owners of the clubs don't even know the people they're working for or working with or whatever it is. And sometimes the promoters, same thing. They don't know who they're working for. They don't know who the security is. They don't know what they're doing. And it's like everyone's lost. So I'd say just be present, be aware, and like make sure you communicate with everyone, because just be outgoing, be genuine, and try not to step on anyone's toes. And that's my big thing I'd say for tips to anyone in the nightlife industry. So
I would say you got to keep up with it.
you do
It changed so much.
every day.
And I would say more nowadays, you're allowed to do more stuff than you were allowed years ago. You're allowed to dress however you want. You're allowed to have the hairstyle that you want.
Depends on the club, depends on the place, depends on the vibe.
Obviously, we're gonna follow the rules.
You ain't gonna have a dreadhead at a reggaeton play. Oh,
Hey, be careful on that one.
yeah. I guess I don't know really. You'd be surprised on what you find now.
That's what I'm saying. And this is great. This is great that we came into this, because you're going to allow me anywhere, you feel me, I go. Because of who I represent and what I represent. I am a dreadhead right now. I got my dreads on. Shout out my boy at Dreads Better Lock for doing my shit. You really blaze me. I love my style. I want to keep it for the longest I can. It's different.
Yeah, it is.
And for people that know me without dreads, like you do, it's a huge change.
Yeah.
They have toned me. They have looked at me. Oh, they look cool, but sometimes it's kind of weird, but it's cool. So at the end of the day, I'm just following what I love.
Yeah, that's all.
And I'm feeling great with who I am, and just coping in with fashion.
Yeah, amen to that.
Coping in with fashion. It goes down to that. I'm just following the trend. A bunch of artists out there with dreads, a bunch of people, influencers out there with braids, dreads, all this extra stuff. So me as a braider, I love having great styles. I love trying new things,
Yeah.
I'll say just follow your heart. Follow your heart and what it desires, Be confident with yourself. Mateo. Let's talk about the hairstyling and grooming and how important it is in the nightlife.
I feel like we touched on it a little bit, but like I said,
we have.
And really going into it, you really just want to focus on yourself and groom yourself. Like I said, you want to be able to look the best you possibly can so people attract you. When you have high rollers, when you have big clients coming up, they don't want to approach someone who's ratchet or not looking the best, to be honest with you. There's nothing that attracts that. Everyone wants professional business. And at the end of the day, even though people want to come party, there's a reason why someone's dressed up in a suit in the corner sober, because they need to run the party. They need to organize. They need to do what they're supposed to run their job.
Dude, how do you see the role of hairstyling in the event? Say, their day club, live, or gecko?
I think it'd be different from a nightclub to day club. I think nightclub, it'd be a little harder. I think day club, it would really strive and thrive and have a lot of people attracted to it. That's just my personal opinion. Do I think before or after, does it have a big effect? I think it has a bigger effect on nightclub than day club, because no one's really focused on the day club when everyone's in a bikini with the way you look. But in the nightclub, everyone wants to be looking right. Everyone wants to be looking clean. And obviously that's a big thing for everyone. You know what I mean?
So your advice to people is get ready before they go out on a nightclub.
I'd hope so.
Yes.
If you don't look right, that doorman's going to tell you whatever he needs to have you go home.
And I experienced it. Doormans are the most rude people in the planet. I swear to God.
They do their job for you.
They have a job to do, and they do it well. They do it well. But I want to go more into it, because I'm a firm believer, and I also work nighttime. And I have plenty of clients that like to come at 10, 11, 12, might be 1 a.m.
That's some Miami time for me. That's some exotic night cut stuff that Ricky Braids only can do himself. You know what I mean?
That is an exotic exotic night cuts. That's how we're gonna call it.
Hey, you need him on special hours. Just know you better be doing something special for this man. So.
Oh, trust me. Every single one of my clients take good care of me.
They better.
Every single one of my clients take good care of me. Well, going into those exotic nighttime cuts, I think that yes, You have people that want to get ready before the club, and it will always be that. Will be always before the club. You don't want to go out in the club and be looking messy. You can't go into a nightclub or a club scene looking messy. You just whether you're gonna miss out on girls and you're probably not gonna get through the door.
Not gonna get through the door. That's a promise.
You're probably not gonna get into the door. Well, how do you see the role of grooming and hairstyling at the club, like in the scene?
It's prevalent everywhere you look. Everyone's groomed up, ready to go. I mean, he could hand out his
I'm
card.
gonna talk a little bit about my experience on it. I had the opportunity to go and you invited me to your last Dare Day Club scenario, which was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, something light.
And matter of fact, we didn't get the day club experience because of weather.
We still got the day club experience. Rain or shine, I promise you we're going to party.
They did not cancel the whole thing. I was surprised.
Don't matter
it was
what
storming, and they still moving into the nightclub scene when it was the day, and we still had our little party.
So they might have he's talking about whenever it rains over at their day club, they will move the pool party inside to the nightclub, and it's everyone going crazy. The energy pumps up. It's like an unreal experience. I don't know if you've ever seen a bunch of bikinis in a nightclub, but that's all I got to say. You can use your mind at the end of the day. So
Picture it. Picture it.
Best
very
picture
well.
what you going to see. But
It's a one shot. It's a one shot. I don't think many people can experience it because
They
it was the
can't.
thing
They're
that
not-
it was of
not
weather,
able to.
you know? You won't have bikini girls on a nightclub.
where can you go to a nightclub and see bikinis at? Please tell me.
Yeah. Hey, that's a huge business idea right there. Don't even tell them.
There,
Don't
you got to
even
cut
tell
me
them.
off if you do that.
Wow, bro. To me, it was an amazing experience. It was something that I've been trying to do for a long time. Why? Because I braid in shows. I'm out there in every major hair show there is in United States, representing Pure Natural Products. That's the brand who I'm sponsored with, who I represent, and they fly me out and they made me go out towards the whole United States and work for them, represent their gel and sell their gel. That's what I do for a living.
Promotion, advertising, marketing.
Yes, sir. What do you think of having this live sections of braiding or hairstyling inside of the club? Are they something we should do? Because to be honest, I feel like I'm the only one doing it out there. I have not seen plenty of barbers. I haven't seen many videos of people braiding or cutting inside the day life clubbing or the nightlife clubbing.
Like I said, nightlife would be a little different, and I still think you could ease your way into that. But I think the big way to do it is sitting by the pool and hopping up there and showing everyone your product and what you can do. Because once you do someone once, it's just going to be a trickle-down effect, and everyone's going to keep coming back. And then once that one girl sees that girl looks good, she's going to be like, I want to look like that. And then boom, boom, bam. Everyone's just coming up to you wanting to do it. But the only thing is that you're only one person. You know, I wouldn't give the idea to everyone personally, Ricky. But the more you start putting it out there, the more people are going to start trying to hop on that trend. So you want to be the first person to hop on it and do what you can, you know, what you can, man.
For me, I feel like it's a special spot.
I mean, because no one else has the opportunity to get in a Dare Day Club the way you do with me.
Hey, yeah, I'm a special guy.
Shout out.
I'm a special guy. A lot of people know it. I'm a special guy. But I do special things. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to roll with it. Thank you for making one of my dreams come true.
Of course.
Dude, that's what I've been. I have a client coming in here to get cut. I've been worried. He's been calling me.
Please tell me we can do my cut before him.
Oh, of course. You're already on deck. You see how my clients go crazy if I don't cut them? Bro, I've been dealing with this. Every time I step out on a trip, I got my clients going crazy. And I feel bad, Mattel. I feel bad, bro, because I really want to be there for them. But the type of job that I chose in my career won't allow it. Sometimes I just got to step out, be in the shows and this hair shows and then take 4 or 5 days out in somewhere, and I can't be there for them. That's why I broke the standard. You know how a barber gets mad when one of his clients getting cut by someone else? Well, I don't have a feeling about it. Why? Because I'm just not there for them all the time. Lately, Lately, I've been on my hair shows. I'm out of town. And it won't break my hand. It doesn't matter if you go and get a cut with someone else, because I comprehend and I understand that you need your shit. You're going to go out. You're going to represent yourself. You got an image to take care of. So if I'm not in town,
yeah, I feel you.
Most of my clients wait for me. And it's something so special to me, bro. Loyalty with clients, bro. Most of my clientele, bro, wait on me, bro. And I'm one, it just surprised me from the get-go. I'm like, wow. It blows my mind, bro. It blows my mind. The fact that they're able to, they got something to do and shit. They're hitting me up. They need a cut that day. And, well, right now, bro, I have a client traveling from Fort Myers to Fort Lauderdale. I have a client traveling from Fort Myers to Fort Lauderdale. He's right here, right now. Hit me up. Already called me twice. He needs a cut.
And I got to get one before him.
He needs a cut. I got to take care of my boy Mattel before. But that's unique. That's unique. And I love it. I love it. The fact that I have people waiting for my service.
Damn right.
Waiting for me to get them right. That loyalty, that experience of me feeling great because you wait for me. And I'm going to give you the best product that I have.
But it goes both ways. Like, you make your client feel great, and it makes you feel great that they're waiting on you like that. So it's like a two-way street. You feel me? Same thing with promoting, right?
Hell yeah.
Loyalty. Guess what? If someone's going to come to me, they're always going to show me that they're going to come to me. Hopefully, at the end of the day, like, wait, let's say something happens, I'm out of town. Like, I understand, like, I'll hook you up, but at the end of the day, like, you know who to come back to. And if you don't, like, it shows. And, like, who's going to take care of you at the end of the day when you're sitting there trying to get in the club for those big events, when Fisher's there, John Summit's there, and you're trying to get in the door, and guess who I'm going to put it in front of you? Like, not the person who is not loyal to me, I'll tell you that. So if you think that you're going to be there on the big days when I need you the most, like, I'm definitely not going to be there for you when you need me the most. And, like, it just goes both ways out here. Like, if you're going to be there for me, I promise you I'm going to scratch your back any day. You're going to be there at those big events with me. You're going to be on those yacht parties. You're going to be everywhere you want to be with me. But if you ain't there when I need you the most, why would I even go out of my way for you the way you wouldn't do for me? So,
hell yeah.
Loyalty.
Hell yeah. It goes to anybody, whether it's him promoting or me cutting. If you're not there for me when I need you, why should I give you the best cut? Why should I give you the best service that I have when you're not treating me the same way? It goes both ways, and I think it goes worldwide.
Yep.
It goes into, like, everything in the world. If you're not giving your best in anything out there, why should you receive the best out of anything in the planet?
Yeah, I agree with that. What you get into things is what you're going to get out of it. So just know that.
Let's go into a female participation of this nightlife.
McGriddy's Club Buzz. McGriddy's Club Buzz. We're here to talk about all the women, all the things, all the high rollers, anything you guys need. Listen, I don't care who you are, what you do. I don't care how much money you have. You're going to come into my section. You're going to see how we're doing. And not only that, I'm going to be able to fill up your section with the best looking girls. You're going to have a great time, and you're always going to be taken care of. I'm always going to be there making sure that you're okay and that you're people having a great time. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day.
Dude, talk to me about this female behavior.
Female behavior. What?
Female. Men as well, but we're going to direct ourselves into the female behavior just because we have more females popping up to the club than men nowadays.
That's the hopes. That's the dreams. That's what gets the club rolling. How do you want to get your club, making money? Guess what? You have beautiful women out there. So guys, hopefully pay for drinks. They want to talk. They want to be able to mingle. And that leads to one thing leading to another. Not only you making money, but everyone having fun and people talking about that. So the experience goes on. I think with the girls say a lot. The girls are always entitled. The girls never want to say thank you. There's a lot to say. There's those few who will come up to you who'll be very genuine, who will obviously just say thank you and just be very kind to you. But then you got these girls who think that they can just walk in the door, pour your bottle in their cup, act like they're paying for the table that they're not even giving you a tip for, and walking out without even saying thank you. And it's just like an ego. And I don't know what this ego is that they have. Like, I don't know who they are. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how good you look. Girl, if you're not treating me the way you're supposed to, I promise you're not going to go far, at least in my industry or where you're going. I'm around a lot of good looking girls. That doesn't make me bat an eye. It's the way that people present themselves to me. I think it's about the energy with these girls and how they want to move forward, because if you're going to help me match that energy, I'm right here with you. But I can't sit here and tell you something that you can't do for me. So
I do believe that is the energy.
energy is everything. Don't matter if you're talking to them, if you're just friends with them. It just shows me who's there, who's with me, and who's against me. So
Now, how do you ensure a balance and life atmosphere?
like a nightlife atmosphere or like my life?
Nightlife atmosphere. How do you ensure that you're going to bring this balanced
Crowd, girls,
crowd?
Well, I don't bring guys in at all, unless it's like a bigger event that I'm hosting. That I help my friends out, like Ricky, obviously, like a homies, and very few homies. I wouldn't even say the
Well,
homies.
I'm sorry for you, buds, but I'll be in every single one of his parties. Whether it's women's allowed or not, I'll be there.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Just know that. Obviously, I'm gonna help you out as much as you help me, and I appreciate you and everything you do, bro.
Bro, I
So, it's
appreciate
love, it's
you.
love.
I appreciate you. I feel like it's so special that I have you in town today. I have you at the Blueprint recording today.
Shout out Blueprint Recording. You already know they're making this
It's
possible.
amazing for me. It's special to have you in the building today.
Especially when we were talking about this when it wasn't even a thing. You were showing me pictures of the
100%.
recording
That's
studio.
why it's so special.
Doing everything. We literally put this, we planned this, and we didn't even tell each other anything but just some of our ideas, and we ran with
Yes.
it.
And you went off on your own plan, and I went off on my own plan.
And we still did it.
Yeah, I built my
Everything we
own
talked
show.
about.
He became a promoter. And nowadays, like I said, biggest or the fucking biggest promoter that I know out there. I don't know none of y'all other promoters. I don't see y'all doing what my boy's doing. I don't see y'all doing podcasts. I don't see y'all bringing 30 females to a BIP. I've been there. I experienced it, you know? So for me, I can say that you're the biggest promoter that I know, you know? Whether it's true or not, whether you have bigger people on top of you and that, probably. But for me, my own personal experience, you are the biggest promoter that I know. And it brings me excitement. It brings me proudness. I'm super happy to be able to say that.
Thank you.
Because it was all a dream before.
It was nothing, guys. We're
It
sitting
was
at a college
nothing.
bar just talking about our ideas.
Literally, damn, going back to that college bars. I remember
Going
Keys.
He's still there, guys. Don't think he left yet.
God damn, I gotta go back, bro. Because I didn't ask you this. Well, coming from Keys and all these little clubs that we have around
Yeah.
towards a bigger city.
Bigger city, bigger clubs, bigger environment.
How did that transition work out?
Well, I'm not going to say any names. I'm not going to point any fingers, but I will tell you that people motivate me in different ways. Some people had a lot of things to say about me and my promotion and what I did in the nightlife industry in Fort Myers. I helped a couple of promotion teams. I kind of ran some stuff with some people. I talked to some owners and I said, listen, I'm not anyone special, but I promise you I can help out and this is what I can do, and I'll show you pictures. I'll show you whatever I can to show you who I can produce. Some people didn't look at it that way. I saw it differently. Some people wanted to say a lot of negative things about me, but I said, hey, listen, you can feel any way you want to, but I know I'm trying my best and I have no regrets. Me going through, me trying every day, me capitalizing on the opportunities, they said they did better than anything that I've ever done in my life. I said, okay. I said, you can take that compliment and run with it, but I said, I know it's not true. At the end of the day, guess what I did? I've done everything and then some, and I don't know who these people think they are, but I promise you I'm running with it till the day I die, and I'm not going to stop. I'm going to continue. I'm going to keep pushing myself to want to do better. And these little clubs, these little like college scenes, they're cool. It started me, and I'm humbled because I'm always going to go back to these places and be like, hey, I was with these girls here. I was with this person here. I was, starting just like anyone else would anywhere. but I evolved. I went through and I said, listen, this is what I have to do. And it was really about networking. It was really about just talking to people, putting your name in there, and not just saying hi, bye. Obviously, I'm not just trying to flirt with girls. I have my fun, guys. I've had my hookups, but I wanted to evolve from that. I wanted to learn. I wanted to spread my wings and fly. And that's what I told my ex at the end of the day. And I promised you, like, I was just going to do what I had to do. And I expanded from there because it's what was always on my mind. And I knew I was better than what people were telling me. People always said, hey, listen, you'll be lucky to graduate college. And that was my first goal. And then it just kept going and it kept pursuing. And I just was motivated to want to see what I could do for myself and the people around me. And I think the college bars are great. I think it's where I started. But looking at the places where I'm at now, the bigger talent, the energy, the opportunities, I don't think I'd want to give it up for just anything. You know what I mean? So obviously the people around me and what they do, like I hope the best for you guys. And you guys have seen me and where I'm at, but I want to be able to spread and do everything that I need to and just go to every avenue so I can show you guys my full potential, because that's why I have 7 different hustles. That's why I have a podcast. That's why I have a fashion line. That's why I have this promotion company. That's why I'm also a waiter. That's why I'm also just doing whatever I can to show you guys that I can make money and hustle any way I can. It was a mouthful, I know.
Dude, can you share some memorable experiences where this exotic women had it enhance your event?
Yeah, I wasn't even actually the person organizing the whole event, and it wasn't even an actual quote-unquote event. It would just be my friends having fun, getting together, and I'd go back to the yacht parties. I mean, I think I've done at least 40, 50 plus yacht parties just in Fort Myers alone before I even moved out to Miami, doing these other things with these other high rollers, and I had beautiful women coming up everywhere I'd want to go. Like, I would literally say, hey, you 10 beautiful girls want to come throw on a boat? You best believe 9 times out of 10 they're saying, yeah, where do we go? And I mean, of course, you're going to get those few who are like, of course we can. I have a boyfriend, all this other stuff. But when everyone's asking you, hey, what's the move for the weekend? And they want to be where you're at. You know, my boss said this one thing to me, and I think it's always going to stick with me for at least a really long time. But he said, you know, you ain't going to make money when you're starting to call people. He goes, you start making money when people start calling you. And I really sat there and I was like, oh, well, how do you really make money if you don't call people? He wasn't saying like, oh, don't call people. He was saying, once people start to know who you are and you
That's
brand
where
yourself,
you make brand.
That branding, the way that Ricky advertises himself, the way that he puts himself out there, the way that I put myself around girls, they know where I'm going to be. They know what I'm going to do. They see the quality of work that he can do. They see that he's going to make you look good when you're about to go out to the club and do what you got to do. Like, you're going to be confident with these girls. And like, that's the whole thing. That's the key behind me and him. We're going to give you that VIP experience and what you want to do and feeling confident in yourself. And without confidence, I don't care if you're a promoter or if you're anyone, but if you have that day where you're not feeling right, like, you're just not going to go on the way that you want to and produce the way that you should.
Amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Amazing. Going towards business and marketing, which I think it's a big aspect out there.
Big aspect in both of our industries. And some people don't want to look at it like that. They think that just word of mouth is going to get them everywhere. But then when that crowd runs out after 5 or 10 years, and if it runs for 5 or 10 years, you better be applauding yourself on the back.
You gotta be a hard ass nigga out there
best
to be running for 5 years.
But you want to know what I see? I see 45-year-old promoters coming out here going, oh, hey, what do I do now? Guess what? You don't have pictures to show for when you were 20 years old running out with these girls. So now I'm looking at you like, who are you and what can you show for me? And I'm not trying to be like that, but you might have had it back in the day. But when I'm sitting here running 30 girls in and you have your older crowd, there's a reason why I need to be there and what's going on, because they're going to hire me to do what I need to fulfill these girls in this club.
Times evolve.
They do.
Times evolve, and you know what I see from old folks is that not only them, we don't want to update what we have on our hands.
Yeah.
We don't want to update our persona. We don't want to go into new things. And the key of everything is evolving. The key of everything is updating yourself. The key of everything is maintaining yourself up to date with what's out there in the industry. Whether it's barbering or nightlife, you name it. Everything in the world. It's keeping up to date on what's going on. You know?
Yeah, no, for real.
Now, what marketing strategies did you apply for you to be able to succeed in your career?
When it comes to branding, I think quality is a big thing. When you're taking those Android pictures as opposed to this photographer, that's a big one right there. That's something I've seen. That's something that people catch an eye to. Obviously, they don't want to see my Android picture or iPhone picture with me walking in 20 girls. They want to see lights, camera, action. They want to see my full smile and everything that has to play with everything in the background.
4K quality, my boys. That's all they want to see, the real live action.
I think that helps marketing, word of mouth, being able to be confident in talking to someone because you never know until you try. And people don't try it also. And that's what I think really hurts them at the end of the day.
So how do you leverage your social medias and influencers in your promotions?
So, like, how do I balance all that? And, like, how do I kind of make it happen?
Yes, how do you contact them? How you make this whole thing happen? How you make 30 females pop up in the club? How you make your social medias look good for yourself enough for you to be like, hey, yo, I got a club, like, I got a party coming up August 11th. You should be out there. If not, you're missing out.
So, like, the best thing I could really tell you, honestly, on everything that I could do, it's like you have to be confident in what you do. If you don't have confidence, there's no point in what you're about to do. So when you're sitting here looking around at what you need to do and how you need to pursue yourself, that's how you have to leverage it. You have to be able to go up. You have to be confident in what you can pursue. And not only that, you have to be able to act on what you can do. There's no way I'm going to tell my boss, hey, I'm going to walk in 50 people and I only walk in 5. Because guess what? You're about to get fired. You're about to have a real stern
You got
talking
no shot,
to.
my boy.
And it's like, it's just a crazy one. And all this is just like back and forth. No one really knows what to do. But at the end of the day, you really got to look at yourself and say, this is where I want to be and what I want to do. And if you put yourself and brand yourself and talk to the people and you talk with confidence, I promise you they're going to believe in it. But you got to know what you're going to do and not promise things that you can't. That's a big thing too. Don't say, hey, I can get you backstage access when you ain't going to be able to get them backstage. Because 9 times out of 10, I promise you, you ain't going to be able to.
Dude, I think that relates into the barbering aspect as well. Don't say that you can achieve this cut.
And you can't do it.
You can't do
And
it.
I've had barbers like that all the time. My curly ass hair. Everyone thinks they can achieve it, and it's just a whole fucking demon, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with your hair. Your hair is curled up. It goes everywhere. You got to really, really read it before you put your hands into it.
You want to know something? I don't know. I think I told you maybe once, maybe I didn't. But before I ever came to you, I was looking for a barber, right? And I didn't want to go to the barber shop that you're at. I don't know why. I just never really knew about it, and I just didn't know you at the time. So I was like, just whatever. My friend was like, oh, hey, go to this barber. He was like some Mexican barber in like the ghetto. I'm like, all right, the ghetto's going to get me right. Like, whatever. I saw his cut, thinking it's good. Bro, I walk in there, and I'm like, I don't know. I looked like a...
I low-key remember you had a bad experience before you came.
Really, like, horrible, like, traumatizing. Like,
traumatizing.
No one spoke English. No one knew what to do. No one even knew who I was about to be scheduled with. And I was like, what? And I was about to walk out the door. Then they get me in this guy. I don't even remember his name. I just remember he was some tall, lengthy, skinny white dude. Maybe like Spanish, whatever you want to call him. Anyways, looks at my hair and he looks at me and laughs. I'm like, what? And he goes, what? Bro, comb your hair. Go, what?
What?
He gave me a comb and said, comb. And like he put the comb in my hair and he's like, you see that? He's like, comb until it's straight. He made me comb my hair and I'm pulling chunks out of my hair with his shitty ass comb. And I'm feeling like horrible. I'm like, I'm about to pay this guy while I'm combing my own hair and he's telling me to do this. And I just, by the time I walked out of there, I couldn't even tell you the feeling on my back.
That's some crazy experience, my
Didn't
boy.
even feel like I wanted to talk to anyone. I was embarrassed to talk to girls.
That is
I was
crazy.
Like, in my head, insecure. Like, your hair is everything. It's your face. It's what people go to first. You know what I mean? So when people look at that, they get really insecure. Like when girls have their bangs cut off or when someone does their shit.
Dude, that is
off.
beyond. I don't think I ever told one of my clients to do their own shit in my chair.
I promise you.
I probably hate it. I swear to God. If a client, and I've been through this, where I do my shit, and then the client just grab, yo, you have a comb? And then they started to do their own shit with their hair. It's like, bro, I just literally did a whole cut for you.
Yeah.
I literally styled it for you. But you don't know what the fuck you doing with it.
No one does.
You feel me? So now you messing up my whole cut. But dude, thank you for sharing that experience.
It was the most traumatizing.
Bro, that is crazy.
Don't go to cuts in the ghetto.
Any barber that tells you, yo, comb your shit,
just walk
do
out.
your shit before, bro, that is unprofessional as hell. We are the ones who know about style. We are the ones who know what the fuck you're gonna have in your head. We are the ones who's gonna tell you, yo, this is great. This is gonna work out. Obviously, with the backup of the client.
I'll tell you, I don't want to step out to nightlife for weeks.
Dude, that is...
I didn't want to be seen by anyone.
That's insane.
Like, I was like texting girls like, yo, how does this look? They're like, you're fine. I'm like, oh, if you're telling me that, you must be my best friend. Like, shit.
That's crazy.
Like, yeah, I wish I had the picture.
Yo, but going into future plans. Future plans, Mateo. McGriddy's Club Buzz. What are the future plans? So, whether you want to stay working out here in Miami, do you want to expand yourself? Do you want to achieve new goals? What it's in your head right now?
So, get at me, McGriddy's Club Buzz on Instagram. You can follow me. You can keep up with everything I do. We talk about the nightlife and what we do in Florida specifically. Like, we've talked about Fort Myers already, my college bars out there. We talk about Miami, some of the clubs out there. And we also talk about Fort Lauderdale, specifically right now, Hard Rock, Day Club, Nightclub, Dare.
So I'm sorry to interrupt, but so what are the clubs that you are actively working at?
Actively working at. I'm at Dare Day and Nightclub at the Hard Rock Guitar Hotel. I also work at Live. I also work at Gecko. I also work at Swan. And I also work at Komodo. Anytime you guys
that's
need
5 clubs.
Yeah, I'm like all over the place.
Freaking think about.
Also Strawberry Moon too. So
hey, you do Strawberry Moon?
Anytime you guys need a table, anytime you guys need to get in for free with your girls.
This is my boy. And I didn't even know that he was all into all that shit.
So I have all these different hustles, and I've also got my merchandise line coming out too. So I'm gonna be dropping McGriddy's Club Buzz jackets, crop tops, shirts, anything that I can do just to pursue it and put my brand out there and do what I got to do with it. But honestly, I've been getting a lot of good feedback from this. I haven't even put it out there yet. I'm just really showing out for the podcast. Hopefully you guys like it. Let me know. Reach out to me if you guys want some pre-orders. But I'm definitely going to expand from there. And once that order drops, there's only going to be a select few. So definitely hop on it while you can too.
Dude, how do you stay ahead in the industry? Because, bro, your industry, same as mine. It's like it evolves every day. Every day there's something new coming up.
Branding, consistency, keeping your name in there. I don't care if you have clients. If you don't have one person, you walk in there, you show face, you show name. Showing that you do things that others don't. Coming to events when people aren't there. Coming when it's not an A-list artist. Doing what you got to do and being able to show people that you have a goal in mind that you're going to be able to pursue. Not only am I going to be able to sell tables, not only am I going to be able to sell tickets, not only am I going to be able to bring the beautiful girls in here, but now I'm talking about your club. Now I'm going to be able to brand you guys. Now I'm bringing my photographers in. Now we're working together and collaborating as a team with the networkers, the marketers. We're talking about the directors. We're talking about the owners. We're talking about my bosses. Everyone's talking, and that's what makes it so unique, because once everyone's together, then you have everyone's resources and you can expand from there. Because that person's worked so hard just to be talking to you right then and there about your situation and time. And then once it's done, it's done. So you got to make the most out of everyone's time. And that's
Dude,
what I say about that.
I think that's the best advice, to staying ahead. Like, if you want to just not only hop into that nightlife, into the clubbing, but any career, you just got to pursue everything that's new out there.
You got to ask questions too.
Talk to people, network.
Yes.
Feel that's the only way you're gonna grow, and that's the only way you're gonna make your business expand where you want to go.
Yes, couldn't have said it any better.
Yo, so talk to me about some personal advice. What is your advice when it comes to this new people, these new promoters trying to attack or go towards what you're doing? They're seeing you out there vibing. They're seeing you out there doing your thing. Yo, that looks beautiful. That looks dope. I want to do that. I want to pursue that. What is your advice to all this upcoming influencers all this upcoming promoters in the career?
In a career, in the nightlife, and anywhere you go, like I said, branding is key. And not only branding, because me and him have done it and we're in two different industries, and how you market yourself really is going to expand you far. But talking to the people around you, talking to your resources, figuring out where you can go, knowing what you can do, because some people don't know how to talk to you. Some people don't know even know what to do with you. And you got to guide them. You got to show them, hey, listen, ask these questions in order to see where you want to go, what you want to do in order to be where you need to be in life. And like that's really what it's about. Because if I was in the nightlife industry asking my peers around me what to do, I wouldn't even know the next step, to be honest with you. But guess what? I got to learn from their experience. I got to learn from people 15 years in the industry. I got to learn from Ricky, just being out here, seeing people looking good, walking out like, hey, this is what I'm going to do, and be confident with myself because I'm going to go out and have fun, and that's me. And like people just need to be themselves. And I think that's what it's all about. When they're being someone they're not, that's when you're going to start crumbling.
What inspired you to be in this career?
I don't necessarily know what inspired me. I'd like to say I was always wanting to be around like the better things in life. I always wanted to be around beautiful girls. I always wanted the better things, and I wanted to see that I could organize it because I knew that I could do the next step that no one else could. Because people were always getting stressed out when it come to the parties. People wouldn't know what to do. People wouldn't know where to look. And I'm bringing people together. I'm coordinating everything. I'm organizing it all. And I'm like, hey, like I got to expand from here. And you never know where it's going to be. But restate that question one more time.
So, what inspired you to be McGriddy's Club Buzz today? What makes you be that man that wants to promote and bring people to the club today?
I'm going to bring it back for a second to family. They got me through everything, you know, being Italian, going through what I got to do. My family owns a restaurant. I've always wanted to see people just do the better, just kind of be there, like have fun. And like, I feel like a part of being an Italian culture, we always like to bring people together. We like to see people eat. We like to see people smile. And that's a big thing of what I like to do. I'm a people pleaser. So I want to be able to just kind of bring everyone together, see things that other people don't get to, experience things in ways that people are organizing and feel like they don't even have the capability of doing. I want to be able to motivate myself to go and to places and feel things that not everyone gets to do and see. You know what I mean? And obviously, it's like being through with these big thrillers, all this big adventure, all this connecting and advertising and organizing. It leads to one bigger picture, and that's just being with the people you care about at the end of the day. Because like making that group, making those people around you, like that's everything. And like millionaires, all these people, they have all these monies and things that I see. But the one thing I'll tell you right now, when they don't have those people around them that they don't want, they don't enjoy they don't enjoy the things that they're even doing.
Yeah.
Like everyday life, boats, yachts, penthouses, sections. What's life without the people you enjoy around
You love, bro. That is so real. What is life without the people that you love? At the end of the day, it comes down that you want to have the people that you love. You know,
Not just the people you love, but like I'm trying to find love in life too. Not only with a girl, but with people, with friendships, with relationships. Like I have people who I'm close with, and you guys know who you are at the end of the day. I don't even need to say names. But like my family's everything to me, and I swear, like if I have that person who I love and care for, they're gonna know that that is the way they're gonna be treated at the end of the day. It's that queen treatment. It's the proper gentleman, the genuine person in me who wants to be able to give that treatment and experience to the people I care about, guy, girl, anyone. But obviously, when I have my wife, they're gonna know who they are, and they're gonna know exactly what they mean to me. I promise you.
dude, that Italian. Your background is Italian, right?
Yeah, Italian, French, and German, but 75% Italian.
I'm gonna say more. I have a coworker that's Italian. You know who it is. Not saying names and all that stuff. I'm Puerto Rican. And bro, honestly, bro, I think that's the closest culture that I think I have to myself.
Italian.
Italians, bro. We're loud. We love food. We're caring. It's like
Where our
really
emotions on our
similar
shoulder.
to my culture.
Yeah.
Really, really similar. And in many, many times we have correlated
Yeah.
in different aspects of life where there is mom and dad actions, how they behave at home, or it's friends outside. We're all the same. Italian culture is very similar to Puerto Rican culture. They love food. They know how to cook.
We love to communicate
They love to communicate.
very loudly too.
Very loudly. You might hear a communication between Italians and Puerto Rican and might think they're arguing.
More
but
than
they're
that
just
sometimes.
really communicating.
There might be a brawl going on. Dude. They're just all laughing, having fun. Shit.
It's all communication.
You know?
That's awesome, bro. I really love the Italian culture, bro. I learned a lot through my coworker. I expand my horizon in it. I learned a lot about Italian culture with him. And today I can say that. I can say that my culture is very similar to yours.
Yeah.
And that's dope. That's dope to me. That's amazing that we are completely separated. We're far from each other. Yet we have similar cultures, bro.
We're
that
bringing
is-
each other back.
Yes, that's amazing. The fact that he can listen to me and he relate to some of the things that I'm talking about, and he can have an emotion about it. It's like, yo, damn, you really understand me. You really understand me, and at the end of the day, I understand his culture as well. That's why when you say your family has a restaurant and you're caring about people, now I related to all that. I was like, damn, that's dope. I love to feel I'm myself. I care about people.
Yeah.
I care about people, and that's my job. I chose the job that I have today because at the end of the day, I care about people. I care about people. I love helping people. I love bringing them to a next level. I love listening to people, their ideas, their.
You do it all day in your chair.
That's my therapy, bro.
You're a therapist,
people-
low key.
A lot of people, but yes, I'm
are.
not certified.
No.
I'm not certified, but I am. I am. A lot of people don't know it, but bro, I think I'm.
He's a counselor. man.
After the fucking therapist, I come. Your stylist and your barber comes because every single one of my clients talk to me about their personal experience,
It could
about
be
their
girls, nightlife, this, that. It could be about the shoes they got yesterday.
yes.
It could be about their eyebrows and how they feel about it. It could be
Bro.
about their mom and the breakup they just went through. You never know.
Dude, I'm gonna talk about our personal experience in this one. And this gives me goosebumps. I had a client, bro, that came to me a day before he was gonna kill himself,
Really?
bro.
And did he actually do that?
No, my guy.
Wow.
No, Mateo, bro. It was,
I'm happy to hear that.
bro. Me too, dog.
But like,
when
alright, so how was that experience? Like, what did he say?
I
and, like-
did not know at all at the moment. I did not. I was clueless to the whole
Did
situation.
he share that with you? Is my question.
Not in my chair, brother.
Not in your chair,
my
he didn't? Did you know that he was depressed or sad in any way?
Dude,
At all?
at all. Not at all.
And he told you like later on, he was like, "This is what I was about to do."
He texted me.
What did he say?
He texted me, Mateo. He was like, so he comes in. I can't remember the day of the week it was.
Yeah.
This been probably a year after it. And he comes to me. He's a special case. Like
He's just not as fortunate as everyone else, like with his health and like some of the things that he might have in his upbringing.
we could say that. Yeah, it's not. And I respect. Well, first of all, my mother is an OT, occupational therapist. I be around special people since I was born. From kids to adults to elders,
Like people with autism, etc.
etc. Autism, Down syndrome, all that. So throughout the years of my childhood, I built a really good relationship towards special people.
Of course, yeah.
People with needs, people that are not considered, 100% on their.
Full spectrum.
But I've been addressed to it. My mother, she loved that job, bro. Like I could tell you, my mother, once in my childhood, once in my lifetime, in my childhood, my mother working did not get paid 2 months of her job because of some BS of the government.
Really?
And when you get contract as an OT, as a therapist, and all these things that you get paid by the government and like insurance and all that stuff, well, you got to deal with all this other stuff. It's not like you paying me, Mattel. It's this whole brand, this whole system paying you. So they were not up to date. They didn't have the resources. They spent their resources to pay my mother while she was doing her service to these people. And I once sat down with her. I was like, why don't you just quit the job? Why are you working for free? You know what she told me, bro? She loved her job. That was crazy. I was a jet. I was like 14 years old. She straight up told me to my face that she loved her job and she couldn't just let it go. That was what she does, and
She
that's
loves to help people.
bro. And that to this day, I'm 26 years old. That really fucking
Hit you.
yeah. The fact that she would still do her job with no pay for free to help people
Imagine.
was, oh my God, this is crazy. But I didn't understand it that well when I was younger. Nowadays, I understand
Growing
it
up, yeah.
better and better. 100%. When I was younger, I was like, oh, you're crazy, you know? You're crazy.
You never
How
understand in
come-
the moment until you look back on it. You're like, yo,
How come I'm going to work 2 months of my life without getting paid with needs in my house? Needs, bro. I had no fucking breakfast in my house. It was tough. Really tough.
but your mom obviously supported you, and that family got you to where you are today. And you wouldn't want it any other way. I know you.
Oh, I would not. If I have another lifetime, I would go back to the same roots.
Yeah, I just want to learn from some of the mistakes I made throughout my days. So,
That's what builds you.
and you don't want to keep on those mistakes, learning from those, building on them, being a better person at the end of the day. So,
That's what we're here for. If any one of y'all out there repeating the same mistakes, come on, step it up. We're out here. Hit me up, DM me. I'll talk to you. I'll serve as that therapist.
about be a certified therapist, but I'll tell you right now, me and Ricky, reach out to us, friends, family, even someone who you've never met at the end of the
Yeah.
day. If you just need to talk to someone, you just say, hey, listen, like, I just want someone to hear me out. You know, McGriddy's Club Buzz, Ricky Braids, you know, we're always here at the end of the day, so please hit us up anytime.
Amen. Amen. I would appreciate if y'all hit me up. If y'all hit me up, don't be scared. Don't think that it is a big deal. We all go through mental stuff.
It doesn't even have to be sad. Even if you just want to say, hey, listen, I just wanted to say hi and introduce myself. That's a great thing. Even if you just want to make a new friend. Even if you say, hey, listen, I'd like to come out to an event. What are you guys doing at Risk It All or over at Dare Day Club? We'd love to come out and just support you guys. We would love to have you guys there anytime. So please don't hesitate to reach out to any one of us.
Don't hesitate. Going back to that story of my client, bro.
Of your client.
He texted me the next day that I gave him that cut and told me, yo, I was about to end my life yesterday after you gave me the cut and after I went to the shop. Because not only the cut, it's about the experience that he had in the cut. He was able to interact with my coworkers, have a conversation.
Feel normal. Feel good.
Dude,
Feel appreciated.
I didn't do it. He was like, I didn't do it. I did not kill myself, bro. Shake my life up. Dead up, bro. I couldn't even fucking believe it. I was like, oh my God, what did just happen?
You never know what someone's going through. They have their demons. And like that's why I try to treat everyone with respect.
I'm telling you, bro, somebody that didn't even talk to me on some personal aspect. This is one of my clients that don't open himself into his personal life. That I know that he has a need. I know,
that you respect.
of course, I respect him. I probably love him more than a couple of my other clients, you feel me? Just because I know he needs that love. He needs that love.
Sometimes people do.
We all act hard. We all act hard. We all need love. And we all act hard on a spot where, like, we've been cheated on. We've been destroyed. Our heart being fucking damaged. But at the end of the day, we all need some love.
I don't care how gangster you are. I don't care what you've been through. I don't care what traumas you've seen. You would like some support in your life and you'd like that care.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
gonna tell you right now, I've seen the craziest people in life, but when they come to their family, those are the people they do even crazier things for.
That's 100%.
Not even just family, just the people that they love, the people that they say at the end of the day, this is my family and this is who I'm gonna die for. And I promise you, they will live it out if they have to.
Those are the people that are more loyal, too.
Loyal, coming back to loyalty.
Yeah. Those are the people that really respond whenever you have an issue.
And you have maybe one or two of those in your life if you're lucky.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Let's close this out.
Talk to me, Ricky Braids.
Let's close this out. Going to the closing and the final thoughts of this, I like it. It's been great. It's been great.
Hell yeah.
Yo, so Mateo, is there any advice that you want to give this upcoming promoters in the industry?
There's one thing I will say. It's that carry yourself with confidence. Please, at the end of the day, look forward to what you have in front of you because you never know until you try. And some of the events I wasn't even promoting, like I was never a reggaeton club promoter. And then I went to a Dare Day Club event and I loved the vibes. And it was a reggaeton day on a Sunday. And then I was like, hey, listen, like I love the vibes here. I love the energy. And I was like, you know what? Hey, like I would love to start working on Sundays. One thing led to another. They saw the opportunity. They started letting me host on Sundays. Not only hosting, but now I'm a lead promoter on Sundays. And I'm doing what I have to do at Dare Day Club. And I'm just expanding. And every day, I don't care if people see me with girls. I don't care if they don't because I know what I'm putting into this work. And I know what I'm putting into it every day, each and every way. And no one can tell me otherwise. And when they sit there and say, oh, hey, Mateo, where's your group today? I'll say, hey, listen, you'll see my group next week. And I'll sit there and see your group. And I promise you, we're going to sit there and laugh because I remember this conversation you had with me. And I'm going to remember where you are and where I am today. Maybe today you might have a better group. Maybe today you might have a better section. But guess what? When it comes to tomorrow, when I'm working hard on everything I got to do, I'm looking to the future. I'm looking to the next best thing. I ain't worried about today. I've already conquered that. I'm already done. We're already in the event. I'm looking at the next best thing, and you got to keep looking forward. Sometimes take a step back, but you got to take a step forward too. So,
dude, you got a little advice from me from that conversation. I'm gonna advise you that it don't matter who's in front of you. It don't matter who tells you you can't. It don't matter who tells you or tries to laugh at you when you're doing your job and tries to compete. At the end of the day, we're all competitors. And people like to feel good when they tell you, oh, you have 5 people in your section today?
I got 15.
I got 15. Well, let's see next shot. It's not about today itself. It's about who can keep up in the future. And I hope y'all take this in a good advice and remember that it's not about today. It's about longevity. Let me say longevity. Is that right?
Yes, longevity.
There you go. It's about the future. It's not about today. It's not about how much you can laugh today, whether I could achieve the same amount of people that you have with you today. It's about who can be consistent. Consistency is the key. You can have 20, 30, maybe 50 people in your section. Tomorrow might be a different scene.
And it's okay. And even if it is a different scene, just know that you have something to look forward to as long as you're cooking it up in the pot and you know what you're doing. I don't care if you're dead
Stay
for a month.
consistent.
It's about knowing you're consistent on your own terms, on your own ways. Make sure that month don't turn into a year. But obviously, you want to be on 10 toes down. You want to stay where you're going to be, and you want to stay on top of your word. And sometimes that might not be at the moment, but you want to keep on what you have to do in those goals. So, and I hope the best for people that pursue those goals. And I applaud you guys for doing what you got to do. And Ricky, I appreciate you just making this possible. And I just want to thank you today because this is a goal we had in mind. We've been talking about it for months, and here we are today making this happen. And I've turned down multiple podcasts just to be on here today for you first.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yup, and I've been around many events, many other projects that I have on my side. And for me to have this little space, this spot today to be able to do this means a lot to me.
It means a lot to me, and your time's very appreciated. Thank you.
Because I'm not only achieving a podcast with a well-known person, I'm achieving a podcast with a friend.
Amen to that. I appreciate you.
And for me, it's so dope. It's special that I can bring. And that's what I preach to all my clients and all my friends. I love to see every single one of y'all achieve the greater version of you. I would love to see everybody achieve a greater being. That's what I love. So if you're in my chair and you hear me talk about all these projects and like all this extra shit.
And you will if you're in his chair. You'll hear all about it.
You know about it. Listen, bro. Listen and put it into work because it's going to take you to a different scenario in life. It's going to make you go to a different level. Mateo listened to my shit. I listened to his. Guess what? We did share some opinions on his project and my project. He gave me a couple tips. I gave him a couple tips on what he was doing. We did not even imagine we were going to be here today. We did not imagine we were going to achieve this level today. I already did 2 of my events. You done 50, 60 freaking parties.
Isn't that crazy?
I didn't even know about that, bro. Job parties and all that stuff. And you've been my client for so long. I didn't even freaking know that you've been doing all this job parties and all that stuff. I do have my career. I'm a little bit busy, so I can't get to every single one of them. But
sometimes
bro,
maybe he just doesn't hear me, but
not only not hearing you, there is projects and stuff in life that you are achieving in those 2 weeks that you're not in my chair, that you have in mind and you're working on. So I don't get to hear them. I do see a lot of things through social media, but social media don't have everything.
Nope, not at all.
Social media don't have everything. Don't believe everything that's in social media, brother. That is just not how it goes. You know? Final thoughts of this. I fucked that one up.
The finale.
The finale. Finale of this. I got one last question for you, Mateo. One last question for the finale. How can our listeners, how can our crowd stay updated with you and see the latest parties, the latest promotion that you have, and be updated with you?
Ricky, I appreciate you asking. For one, social media is the best way. Find me on Instagram, McGriddy's Club Buzz. Also on YouTube, you can find us on the podcast, Nightlife Podcast, McGriddy's Club Buzz. We talk about what's going on with the clubs in Florida. We talk about what we're doing. Also, we got a merchandise line dropping soon. Jackets, crop tops, t-shirts, all of the above. You already know what Teddy. We do. Tedo coming through. He's the model. Through. You already know. Shh.
With the Henny bottle.
Ricky loving it too.
Fuck with that, bro. Look, this is so special because I built merchandise from Pakistan, bro. My dream as a youngster was being an international business guy. Yeah. I seen, bro, you know where I got inspired of all that? James Bond, bro.
James Bond.
007. 007. I was a jet. A kid. And I seen 3 Range Rovers rolling behind each other on this movie. And I was like, I did not want to be a firefighter. I did not want to be a freaking military guy. I did not want to be a police guy. I didn't want to do none of that. And I seen this movie from 007, and I seen 3 Range Rovers, which that was my dream car when I was a young kid. In Puerto Rico, I'm seeing this Range Rovers. I'm like, damn, this nigga crazy. So I'm like, yo, I wanted to be an international businessman from a really early age.
So you want to be an entrepreneur, international entrepreneur.
Later on in the days, I learned what an entrepreneur was. At the moment, I was a jit.
Businessman.
I didn't know what was an entrepreneur / businessman.
And some people get confused between that, and sometimes they don't even know what that is nowadays. It's just someone who specializes in a startup company, knows how to build, knows how to brand. Hopefully.
Yes, 100%. 100%. Entrepreneur. It's everybody out there who's trying to pursue their business. You have a business and you want to just elaborate your idea and make it a thing. You're an entrepreneur. You have a business in your mind.
Yes. The idea, and you run with it and you expand from there.
So really, really early age, I realized that I want to be a businessman. I didn't know that it was called a businessman at the time. I just seen 007 and James Bonds out there with 3 fucking Range Rovers out there killing everybody. So it was dope for me to see that, oh, damn, this is cool. I want to have Range Rovers. That was my dream car when I was a youngster. Not today. Today is a double R.
Double R.
Just like me, Ricky Rich or Ricky Raul.
Right.
That was my dream, bro. When I was a young kid, I did not want to become a policeman. I did not want to be a nurse. I did not want to be. I did have a different experience when I was a young kid. I come from almost a third world. It's not a third world. Puerto Rico is American space. I do have a passport since I was born. I have a license that states that I'm part of the United States. But things and laws go out there a little bit different than slightly different than Dominican Republic, Venezuela, and all that. That's completely different. That's completely different. So for me, was a dream to become a international businessman. That was a dream. And guess what? The first couple years that I started being a barber, I connected a merchant. Wholesale. That's the word of it. I met this guy in Pakistan, Mateo. In Pakistan. I've been making business with people in Pakistan.
You're an international businessman.
And it did not pop in my head at the moment. I did the business. I got my razors. I ordered razor blades for my business. Ricky Rich razor blades. For those who bought it, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I know there's a special crowd out there with them. I will make more. I want to make
straight razors.
Straight razors.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I need some,
bro.
For my straight razor.
I did not sell them to the whole crowd just because you gotta be skilled to use straight razors. You gotta go to a little class and before you cut yourself.
I do my eyebrows, but that's why I come to you so I can just like follow the lines. You know? So
I was like, yo, I don't want to sell these to the whole crowd. I stay reserved and I sell them to a lot of barbers. I sell them to a lot of how you call the people that sell products. I started selling to the supply guy. My razors were all over the place. There's razors of mine in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Fort Myers, all over the place. I had supply guys buying 30 razors on me, bro. And after all that, I realized that I achieved my dream, bro. I was an international business guy.
Entrepreneur. You made it happen.
I made it happen. I did not realize it when I did the deal. Couple months after where I sold my whole fucking merchandise, I was like, shit, damn, I achieved my fucking dream.
Yeah.
I'm an international. This guy is sending me shit from Pakistan.
Do you still sell them?
I do.
Where can people find that from you?
Well, easy. DM me. Ricky Rich.
DM.
_ braids.
You already know.
That's the one spot. Instagram is my main spot. I ain't gonna lie.
Same here.
Instagram is my main spot.
But we need to expand both of us.
Yes.
And that's the thing too.
Yes.
I haven't expanded to Twitter like I should. I haven't expanded to Facebook. That's a downfall on my part.
Me too, and I accept it. I need to be better on that. 100%. I will be better on that. But coming down to our dreams, no Henny.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible for sure.
No, anything's possible.
Closing out right quick. I'm out here with my boy Teto.
Teto
Got my McGriddy Club Buzz merchandise today.
You already know.
Hey, appreciate you so much, Mattel, for being here today. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you so much for Blueprint Recordings today for giving us the spot and the stage to do this podcast. This is Ricky Rich Braids in the building, and this is another episode of MA Mutual Agreements.